Yo! Say, look, welcome to the motherfucking Rudy Show. In this Super Bowl weekend out here, you know what I'm saying? We stay in the NOLA metro area. So, you know what I'm saying? Come down here, you know, they got some people out here fucking with us, look. Like, but before we go any further, bro, what's up with you, bro? Who you with? Where you from? What's your name? Introduce your motherfucking self, bro.
All right, man. I don't know about all that, but I'm underscore T Hills. You know what I'm saying? You can find me anywhere, everywhere, you man. But go ahead and give your tag,
listen,
bro.
Listen, it's
What's your name? What's your sign?
Listen,
Can I come up from behind?
Yeah, hold up, pause. Oh. Wait a minute. That was cute what you did there, bro.
Nah, that was the song.
It was kind of, it was a little slick. If I was less of a nigga, then I probably would have, you know.
What did he
said some shit?
Did he held it with like this or like this?
Oh man, where your shirt? Man, so look, man, listen. Like I said, Super Bowl out here in NOLA. Did you see the latest report?
Latest report on what?
On the sportscaster for Telemundo from Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
So what you seen?
Oh, you saying that he had passed in the room in Kenner or something like that.
He passed?
Yeah, he said he passed away. But then I seen some kind of clip. I think it was World Star. That's why I didn't really believe it because it was like it said a woman was in custody or something like that.
Woman is in custody.
But you know what's funny? Let me say this before you go. I know you got something you want to see. And when I was chilling and I was talking, I was talking to one of my partners. I said, man, I put money that Fetty involved. You know what I'm saying? They were like, man, why would you say some shit like that? I said, son, man, look, you in Kenner. And I said, man, look, I'm just saying, bro. I put money that Fetty involved. And they were like, man, all right, boom. And then he said, a woman arrested. I'm like, oh, snap.
Son.
Like, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so go ahead, my bad.
So supposedly what happened was, right? So like, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's dangerous out here, but it's not as dangerous as people make it, you know, seem sometimes, right? Most of the time, I tell you the rules. Mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Respect everybody and try to stay out the way. And don't be out here flexing unless you got, you know, security. Some niggas with you or some security, because niggas will take it off you just because. I used to be one of them. You know what I mean? Like if you show off on me, you know what I'm saying? Call yourself flexing on me, I'm gonna get it out you. You know what I mean? I might not strong on you, but one way or another, I'm gonna get it out you. But them days is beyond me. You know what I'm saying?
Better,
we
man.
live and we learn. So, back to this situation. This particular situation, from what I've seen so far, is the guy was married. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, man.
And I wanted to ask this question to you. I wanted to pose it like this. I'm gonna tell you what happened, and I want to pose a question to you. Right? The guy was married. Right? Supposedly, there's video evidence of him going into the room with a young lady, right? And then she coming out, and he never came out. Now the lady was caught using his cards and stuff like that, right?
Oh,
did you know that side?
No, I just seen that she was. I said that somebody was arrested on World Star, and I was like, man,
she was arrested. I didn't follow up on the story. She was using his credit and debit cards. I mean, his credit cards and his identification and stuff like that.
Wow.
Right. So now, with that being said, right, you as a husband, right, your wife goes out of town on a work assignment. She now, what made me think how this went, like I'm not 100% sure as to if she's a prostitute or not. You know what I mean? But I'm more than sure she's a back page worker. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that, of that sort. Right? A car, or an escort, I would say. Right? I'm not gonna say back page worker. I'm escort.
Right? Prestige.
You know what I'm saying? Escort, right? So he came out here, he thought he was gonna have a little fun, you know what I mean? And it didn't have a not so fun ending. Now, you as a man, you let your wife come. I'm not let your wife, but your wife goes out to New Orleans, right? And she gets an escort, and now all of a sudden she's dead. You know what I'm saying? And now you thinking, hey, what happened? And then you come to find out that your wife is dead due to infidelity. do the fucking around. You know what I mean? How do you feel about that? Like, how would you feel about that if your partner died and they was fucking around? You'd be like, God, that's good for them. They shouldn't have been fucking over me. You get what you get. Or how would you feel in that situation?
Honestly, you as a human, you of course you'll feel sad. But if me personally, I see that it's from the situation, it looks like she was, doing her thing with an escort. I'm saying to myself, well, at least I had life insurance on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, we blew up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, it happened. Death is not something you wish on anyone. Yeah. But that was me joking on that situation. But honestly, like, it's very sad to see this man go out like that. Like I said, we don't know what happened. We don't know how it happened. We just know that it happened. And to know that you had a family, and then on top of that, like his wife, I read an article, and I think his wife died in June or something like that. And he, like, and then he, died, like that, and they have a 2-year-old child.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, like, you know what I mean? So, like, when I read that, I was just so heartbroken. You know what I mean? Because a child is involved. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, 2 people, just them, is sad, yeah. But when you add a child, it it intensifies it. So that was just a really sad situation. Like I said, I try. I'm one of the people. My defense mechanism is I joke around.
Yeah.
So that's how I try to think. But that situation makes me truly sad as a father.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents.
Yeah, the girl is really growing up without a father.
I don't know what the child is, but
Oh.
Yeah.
Or the 2-year-old.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. To lose both of your parents. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and now you're on some Harry Potter shit. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. That was my last one. Oh, my last
Yo,
one.
so for me,
Lord forgive me. Cause I was,
like for that particular situation, yeah, it's fucked up that the 2-year-old has to go through that. But if my wife cheat on me and dies in the act, like, do I really want to be a part of this funeral?
How is she gonna collect your life insurance?
Huh?
You gotta collect the life insurance.
I just need a death certificate. I ain't gotta go to the.
Yeah, but it would look like you did it or you set it up.
She was in New Orleans. I ain't know. She called him, like, you called the escort and the nigga killed you.
Or you were snorting that fatty?
Listen, bro, she did it to herself. Me, if I was a dirty motherfucker, I'd cremate her.
You'll cremate the woman?
Yeah.
Why?
I'd have burn in hell.
Dog.
Don't be out here cheating on me.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? Committing adultery, and look what happened to you.
Right. Okay.
Look what happened to you.
Strong belief. Great finish.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? What they say? You reap what you sow.
So you saying she reaping the cheating?
She was up in there letting nigga break her back. And her back, and she broke her neck.
Dog, this nigga stupid. We don't know how she died.
No, we talk about that.
We don't
I'm talking about a hypothetical case. I'm not talking about that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I try to get her back blown out, the fuck around, I got her brains blown out.
So a couple of funky ass.
Then you pay the nigga for some shit that I could have gave you. Because you don't even pay me.
That's probably why she got him.
Hey, listen. I don't have them type of problem.
Yeah. Some people do. But again, like I said, man, rest in peace to that, to them people, man. Like, it's crazy, man. Life's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all stay safe, bro. Because at the end of the day, life's precious. You can, you know what I mean?
Next thing I wanted to holler at you about is this little situation that I seen floating out there on social media, right?
Talk to me.
Right, boom. So you pay child support, right?
No.
Hypothetically speaking. pay child support.
No,
right?
I don't want to put that on myself. Hypothetically,
all right. Well, in this specific,
someone pays child support.
Someone pays child support, right? This person pays child support, right? He pays $1,300 of child support, right?
God, that a month?
A month, right?
God damn!
Right. So when he got with this lady, right? She had a child already. He got with her. They made a child. They split because he was cheating. Now he pays child support, right? Pays $1,300
for one child.
For one child, right?
God,
so
what kind of lifestyle
the woman
he living?
said, I'm well off. I don't really need his money. So I take the child support money and I split it. $650 and $650 and give it to my two daughters. Right? Now, his daughter, which is they're 2 years apart. His daughter, which is 15, right? And the other daughter is 17, right? The one that's not his is 17.
No.
Right? So he know already, right? So boom. Now his daughter calls him, the 15-year-old, and asks, "Hey, Dad, I need $200. I need $200 more for shoes."
According to my bank account, you got $1,300 of it.
So I'm not saying that it was wrong for her to do that. Well, to me, it was. I wouldn't have like if I was doing that, I would have never publicly stated that I was doing so.
Right. Because it sounds crazy.
Fuck yourself when you sound crazy. Like if I say like boom, I took the $1,300 and I paid my bills, and then I just give my churn allowance $650 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
If she get at you, she get at you. I would have never said, look, you giving me 13, I'm splitting that. I pay all my own. That's the hyper independence. I pay all my. I don't need that. I take that, give that to my churn, and let my churn do what they do. Right. But that's supposed to be allocated to one child.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you really hurt, but like at the same time, like I don't want the other child to be without. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to get my child a little bit more. But you know what I'm saying? Got to be like more 850. Other way, you know.
I understand that. However, it's like right. So when I'm with you, you under my protection, right? Mm-hmm. To fuck with you, I had to fuck with your daughter, right? Mm-hmm. I can't show favoritism, right? But now that we no longer together, I'm not obligated to
whatever you got going on.
You know, I'm not obligated to take care of your child. I'm obligated to take care of what's mine.
Right.
Right. So with that being said, it's like, hey, that shouldn't be a fair split. And then if that's the case, if I'm paying child support, what about your first baby daddy? Is he paying child support?
No.
Is you splitting that money with them too?
No.
Because if it's an even split between both of them, then that's cool.
Right.
I don't really care. They both getting the same amount. She getting some of his, he getting some of hers. Right? I mean, well, they both getting some of each other's. Right? That's cool. Boom. But that's not happening. I'm on child support. He not. But my money is supporting his daughter, and we're no longer together.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie. When stuff go on, bro, like stuff happen like that, you start to find out stuff like that. That's when you tell yourself, man, that's why it's not my business until it's my business. She honestly, if you well off and you don't need it, don't ask for it. Secondly, if you gonna do that, talk to me about it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it. You gotta take me off child support, son. We gotta knock that down to $1,000 at least, and I can give each child $500. That works, but at the same time, I get what you're saying. Your child that's not of my blood, of my descent, is not my responsibility because we are not together anymore. But this child, even though we're not together, is of my blood and of my descent.
And it's my full responsibility.
And it's my full responsibility. So I totally agree with you on that sense, but I'm such a, I know you're the same way. We're people with big hearts. So we would be like, let's make this happen, but take the people off me. You know what I'm saying?
It's regardless as to got the people on me or not, bro. Like I feel like you shouldn't make me do something. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell me that I'm good with not knowing, but now that I know, it's fucking with me. Mm-hmm. It just don't make sense. And then, like, first and foremost, right? Mm-hmm. If you got a 15 and a 17-year-old and they making $650 a month, right? Mm-hmm. And she need to call me for money.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
What
And you well off?
We both well off. Like a 15-year-old spending more than $650 a month is crazy. Ain't got no bills.
Or at least not learning how to try to save some of it. Like that is crazy. That is crazy.
So if you teaching, like she said, she's
I remember
teaching.
at 16.
She did say she's trying to teach her children financial responsibility.
Right.
However, if they blowing $650, if you getting $650 a month from 15 to 18, or from 17, or from God knows how long you've been paying it.
Right,
you know what I mean?
For a minute,
right?
Man.
No,
15,
I don't know, right?
Probably 15. Yeah.
Right. Let's say they broke up 2 years ago, right? She's been getting $650 for the last 2 years.
Last 2 years. Oh my goodness.
Between both of them, right?
Oh,
and she's calling to ask her dad for more money. Obviously,
as a dad, do you give it?
As a dad, I mean,
you know you're going to.
It's certain. It's situational, right?
You know what I'm saying? You're going to give.
So like you got like for me, right? I can't just me in my heart. I just can't just give something. I just can't. I gotta receive something for what I'm giving. Like I gotta see some work associated with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I can't just give you my money because I didn't just get it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work for your money.
Yeah, like so if you want this change from me, you gotta do something for me. Like you gotta baby, like you gotta come clean my closet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come do the dishes. You know what I mean? You gotta put in some extra work somewhere.
Stroke some meat. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about your daughter, man.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about a woman.
No, I'm talking about.
My bad. Lord forgive me.
But in general,
I took it for like a regular.
I just don't.
When you said not giving anything, I was thinking you were talking about like a woman came at you, baby mama came at you.
In general sense,
yeah.
If somebody asks me for some money, right? If you borrowing it, that's one thing. When you borrow something, the intent is to give it back. Mm-hmm. But if you asking me for something, you don't want to be responsible for giving it back, right?
Right.
So if you're not responsible for giving it back, I'm giving you $200. I worked 8 hours for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's 8 hours of my time.
I feel you.
So you got to give me something that I feel like it's equal value.
Take out the trash. Go keep the house clean. But the thing is, like, don't get me wrong. Incentives are good, but keeping yourself together, keeping the house clean, things that you should, want to do for yourself. You shouldn't want to walk through no dirty house. You didn't live like that. You didn't grow up like that. Right. So like go out into the world and live like that or be around that and accept that. Like that is wild and mind blowing to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
However, you should like that's small stuff. But when it's not your responsibility to do those things,
right?
And you do them, then you should be compensated for
it. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
But if I got a daughter and I take out the trash, right? But she been picking up the slack, taking out the trash. Then, hey, babe, listen, I appreciate you looking out for me. Like that's not your job, but you did it anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I appreciate that. You got to recognize that.
Do you instantly positive reinforce, or do you?
No, because like
or do you wait a little while? I like to wait a little while.
Yeah.
I stack up, see if it's from the heart.
See, yeah, that's what I said. It can't. I feel like it's transitional. I mean, transactional. I ain't gonna want to participate in it.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like you doing this only to do this, then because you're trying to weaponize your kindness for compensation.
Right. I mean? And the world don't work like that.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
For some people, it does. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. It don't work like that for me.
Okay.
Right. However, like if I feel like it was just now she wasn't asking for nothing and she was doing it and she just did it out of her, she was like, "Oh, my daddy tired. Let me go ahead and do this." All right, well, you know what? I might not even. She might get it instantly. She might be like, "All right, babe, let's just go get some. Let's go get something to eat from over here. Or let's go catch a movie. Or let's go get that game that you want, whatever it is. Something light,
right?
Because what's $20, $30 to your daughter to show that you appreciate what she did for you."
Well, you're right. It really isn't anything.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but like
$200 for some shoes when I'm already giving up 13.
And she 15? 3 more years. Hey, let me ask you this. All right. You know how there's the thing where if your child goes to college, like the father has to continue to pay child support until their child either drops out or finishes school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would you still like say your child is good at school? Would you encourage your child to go to school?
Yeah.
Or go to college?
Yeah.
Shit, but you better go.
Yeah.
Better go get your secretary job.
Nah.
I'm just
No,
playing.
I want you
I'm
to.
just
I
playing. Yeah,
want you to
use your
be.
scholarships, baby.
I want you to. Yeah, I want you to be
Baby boy, baby
as
girl.
as well educated as you could get. I want you to exceed
All
not just your
expectations.
not just my expectations, your own expectations. You know what I mean? I want you to be whoever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
I feel you.
Speaking of who you want to be, right? I got. I was we got a new president in office. You know what I'm
My
saying?
president is orange.
You know, he's making big businesses.
Big
But
moves.
one of the things that he did
Shout out to DT.
was state that he recognized only two genders.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Right.
I agree with that.
So I was like, well, damn, how many genders it was? Right. So from the span of 2019 to 2024, right, that short span, right, 72 genders was created.
72 genders?
From 200 from the beginning of time all the way to 2019, it was only two genders, male and female.
Right.
2020 to 2024, 72 genders was was created. And
isn't
now we're in
gender,
2020,
but
25.
Isn't a gender is basically like whether you have a vagina or a penis, right? It's your sex.
I would say it's sex, but
okay. So what's wrong, even if you are someone who participates in homosexual activities, or who, you know what I'm saying, like, and you're a homosexual, like, you were still born that sex, whether it's male or female. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be a problem to say that your ID says if you want to be a female, but you're a male. Like a man should better get your ID if you're a transgender person, and you know what I'm saying, be like, oh, it says you're a male on here. Yeah, I'm a dude. Oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? If they still want to go, then let them go. But other than that, like, people should be informed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's I agree.
When sex is, to me, sex should be dictated by biology.
By biology.
By biology, right?
Yeah.
And biology, right? You can tell years and years and years from here that either that was a male or a female at birth.
Right.
Right. Me having to pull up files to see if you was a gender flux, a fluid flux, a sex gender, a gender sex, a flux gender.
What's a flux gender?
That's just, I had to look at some of the names to see what type of genders people was.
That's what came up?
Man, bro, the names was crazy.
How do you do if I'm on the paperwork, I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's crazy. You can do the paperwork and not understand what's on it.
Son.
Think about it. You're the person that's processing the paperwork and you don't understand half the shit that's on it.
Bro, they just put ton. Like I said, in the span of 4 years, it went from 2 to 74.
I want to see how many people gonna lie about it.
Regardless of,
like, you know what I'm saying? Think about it, son. Niggas gonna lie, son. Niggas gonna be like, oh man, they got all thing. Niggas gonna lie, son. Niggas gonna lie, son. Like I said, me, just be honest, it's cool. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? For me, I have no problem with people being homosexual or whatever sexual you are. Just, like I said, be you. Just be a great citizen of society, great productive citizen of society. You know what I'm saying? But like, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, keep that shit over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. This is what I do. I'm good. I like females. You like males, or you just like females. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, it's on you. You like to dress like this or go like that. That's on you. Just, look, I appreciate if you just continue to be transparent and open and honest about, what you are. Then, like I said, people who want that are going to flock to that. That's how it is. If you build it, they will come.
But at the same
no
time,
pun intended.
At the same time, you are what you are. You know what I mean? I can't take away from the fact that I'm black. If I'm black, I'm black. I can't say that I'm not.
Well, according to America, you can now.
What?
You could be a white man. from 2019 to 2024,
but
he could have been a white man.
But regardless as to what I say about myself,
yeah,
society says
you black.
Skin,
you're African American. You're American.
It just is what it is. Like, you are what you are. There's some things about you that you can't change. The things that you can change, that's what make you unique. And change them if you feel like you need to.
Serenity.
But you don't. Everybody does not have to fall in line with what you think you are.
That's true. That's true.
What I mean, like,
that's true. They don't have to fall in line, but
I don't have to call just because you think you're a white man. That don't mean I gotta say, "What's up, white man?"
Yeah, but that don't mean I gotta call you out and be derogatory towards you for you being how you being. But I understand on paperwork, when it comes to like paperwork, it's simple. When you been out there in the world, you can complicate it as much as you can, as much as you want. But on paperwork, yeah, I agree. Male, female, get out the way.
Be what you want to be.
It is.
With that being said, about the switch ups, we talk black man and white man. Let's talk about this fucking NFL MVP.
Oh, you talking about Lamar or Josh?
How do you feel about that situation? Do you feel like Josh Allen is rightfully the MVP, or do you feel like Lamar Jackson got snubbed?
I'm not mad at it, honestly.
You're not mad at it?
I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
Both it was a toss up between either or. But I thought once Lamar got the first team All Pro, he solidified it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Josh had a tremendous season. Again, the only thing that get me with that is that when Lamar had less, they still criticize him. As if he had more when Josh had more than those times he was battling Pat. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that really killed me now that Josh is kind of starting over from his receiver duo, or his receiver core. It's Josh is doing more with less, and it's like Lamar still has the same receivers.
So a lot of people,
what I mean? It's crazy.
A lot of people say that playoff game.
But I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at Josh.
I am mad at it, bro. First of all, I am a Ravens fan, so that's part of the reason, right? All right, so Josh Allen's season this year wasn't better than Lamar's season last year, right? Mm-hmm. This year, Lamar had the best passer rating ever.
Like he had it was top 3. It was top 3 all time.
40 touchdowns, ran for 900 plus yards.
I know that was
and
crazy.
Had 5 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers didn't do that.
I know that was crazy though. That was crazy. This year was crazy. I was surprised he didn't get it, but I think
that's what I'm saying. So
Josh just had too much Superman plays for me. Like it was like a lot of you know what I mean? Lamar was just Lamar was playing the game.
Even if you say that, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta think about the Superman plays Lamar made.
Right? Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like
but a lot of the plays he did make was stuff that, like, you know what I'm saying, like you expect the MVP to make. It was just solid dump, or like, it's like I said, some of the stuff was like a lot of the comebacks was miraculous. But the fact that you you lost to like teams like the Browns, the Raiders, and stuff like that really hurt you. That really hurt you.
Raiders is a tough L. However,
and the Browns
is not really.
Browns was a tough L, and the Steelers, because I understand this is
what we not gonna do. Hold up, time out. What we not gonna do is act like division games are not harder than any other game.
No, I'm not acting like that. But anytime a team comes in with their backup quarterback within late in the season, you do not expect the backup quarterback to go out and beat a team like the Baltimore Ravens, as the Baltimore Ravens were at that time. No,
right.
Come on now.
I mean, but then again, Josh Allen did lose to Tampa Bay, right?
Tampa Bay's a playoff team.
Barely, because of the division.
Is the Cleveland Browns a playoff team? Is the Oakland Raiders the Las Vegas Raiders a playoff team? No. Okay then. Right. That looks bad.
All right.
Compared to you taking a loss to another playoff team.
The Raiders is legit.
The only thing that got me,
I'm gonna say Raiders is valid.
This is the thing
that is valid. It's valid.
Both of them are valid, but this is the thing that got me with this.
To me, the Browns, like when you play a team twice a year, every year, they got more tape on you than anybody else.
Okay.
Granted, they got one of the best defensive cores in the league. You don't think they got one of the best defensive cores in the league?
Look. This is what I'm gonna say. They have a really great player in Myles Garrett,
right.
And they have a really great corner. You know what I'm saying? And what's my boy name? I can't think of his name right now. Denzel Ward. Okay, you have those. Okay, A lot of other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, that defense is solid. I think that Stefanski's a really good coach. But this is what I'm saying. The thing that got me with Josh Allen and MVP and why, honestly, I'm not mad at it, but I thought Lamar was going to win, is because Josh had a game where he uncompleted 9 passes and and had 33 attempts. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of stinkers. You know what I'm saying? Like real bad stinkers. Like Lamar just had losses, and that's what they counted against him. It wasn't that he stunk in the game. It's the fact that he played a solid game, but they lost within the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that was my thing. It was like, okay, and then when they played head up and they went head up against each other, like, you know what I'm saying?
They 1-for-1.
Lamar beat Josh this year. So I'm like, okay, based upon that game and how great Lamar played in that game, you give it to him. But when a guy goes, but this is another thing, I'm not mad at it because this is the thing you gotta give Josh. When a guy goes 3 touchdowns rushing and 3 touchdowns passing in the game, that's like a Heisman moment right there.
Lamar ran for 2 and threw 4.
Yeah, but 3 and 3 looks sexy.
What's the difference? If I'm throwing and they took him out, he didn't even play the last quarter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not. The thing is,
he threw. I think one game he had 7 touchdowns, bro. 6 touchdowns.
That's my thing. I'm not debating that. What I'm telling you is, I think Lamar should have won also, but I'm not mad at Josh winning. They both had Superman seasons. You just had to pick your poison.
When you say most valuable player, right?
Mm-hmm.
How am I the best player, right? The best player, but I'm not pick all pro first team. These two things got to be synonymous. And if you want to say most valuable player, Josh Allen, right? I still take Saquon over him as most valuable player.
Most valuable. The thing is, Saquon, you have to include him in the MVP race because he did his thing as far as carrying that Eagles team to where they are now. You know what I mean? But at the same time, let's be clear. You are playing with an A.J. Brown. You are playing with a Devontae Smith. You are playing behind an all-pro offensive line. You are playing behind a quarterback who's paid at the highest level. Right. You are playing with a defense that is playing at the highest level. You do have a GM like Howie Roseman who not only drafts but goes out into the free agent market and pulls out players that fits within their market, fits within their team. So, like, he was blessed, bro. Like, you had the perfect situation compared to coming from the Giants, where the offensive line was bad. The coaching tried to keep up. The quarterback was bad. They barely had an offensive receiver core. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel bad for Daniel Jones too. But you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, Saquon is in the perfect situation. So like he was supposed to be included within the MVP conversation, yes, but there was too much around you as that, you know what I'm saying, for that team, for you not to be as solid and as dominant as you are. You know what I'm saying? Was we expecting you to be as dominant as you are for this year? No. But to say that you was, you have to be in the conversation. But also switch it to these two, like I said, for Lamar, I thought Lamar was going to win because not only did he throw for 40 and 5, he also ran for 800. Like I said, Josh had 500 rushing yards on the season, but 11 rushing touchdowns. So that said he ran it into the end zone or more, you know what I'm saying, than thing. But like I said, but Lamar has a power back.
Hold up, time out. Let's not act like Jared Cook is a snub over there.
No, I never said Jared Cook was a snub, but he's not Derrick Henry on the goal line.
He's not, but also,
which is the reason that proves my point why I thought Lamar was gonna win.
Also, right? You say Josh Allen has 11 rushing touchdowns.
11 rushing touchdowns.
How many of them were from the 2-yard line?
That was my point. I agree. That's my point. I agree.
So it's like, all right, some of the stats are padded because when he make these plays, he take away from his running back.
Yes, but James still had a great year.
Yeah, he had a great year, and he could have had
a really good.
He could have had six more touchdowns.
Yeah, but hey, he's not. But think about it. You're the coach. You know your team. Hey, we need a touchdown. Why not send my 6'5", 250 something quarterback into the red zone? It's like sending Cam down.
Head to head twice, right?
Oh,
the Bills and the Ravens.
Okay.
All right. The first time, right? They split the wins and losses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who had the better game the first time?
I can't remember the first game.
The first game. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, they spanked them 30-6. So who had the better game? You think?
Who won?
Ravens won the first
game. Okay,
game.
so Lamar spanked them.
All right, this playoff game, you watched it?
Yeah.
Who had the better game?
In my opinion, Lamar. No, but see the thing with the turnovers.
Who had the better game? Lamar had one fumble.
One fumble, one interception.
An interception, right? Mm-hmm. Josh Allen had one interception.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I feel like Lamar played better, played well enough to get him to win that game.
If I tell you that Josh Allen won that game with 120 yards and two rushing touchdowns for like 11 yards.
He was running in from the goal line. It seemed like they was getting downfield and he was running in from the goal line.
And pass interference calls. Phantom calls.
But at the same time, that didn't lose that game. It was a drop from your all-pro tight end that lost that game.
Not just a drop from him, also a what?
The interception and the fumble from him too. He did fumble the ball, but Lamar did throw an interception early on, and he fumbled at a time.
The interception from Rashard Bateman. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Rashard Bateman stopped running the route.
Man, but still. It counts against the quarterback. It's going to get counted. It counts against the quarterback. It's going to get counted.
It's going to get counted against the quarterback.
However,
all of these
the fumble went over his head. Most people wouldn't even know that ball went over his head.
But granted, the fumble is on him because he got to the ball.
Right.
But if he don't touch the ball, then who's the fumble on?
The center.
So what you do? So I'm not touching that motherfucker.
No, you
got to play the game.
Yeah, so but at the same time. He should have either dove on it or let the play die because they were in the red zone. They could have kicked the field goal and got some more points out of it.
Long story short,
if Mark Andrews don't drop the ball, the Ravens, because I feel like they wouldn't go stop the Ravens on offense.
Listen, what happened was, in my opinion,
Mark Andrews.
The game was decided by the regular season MVP was decided by a playoff game.
Yeah, it seemed like it. But the votes were in after week 18. The votes go in. But like I said, man, bro, it's crazy to say that the man's the first team All Pro and Josh is the second team, but Josh is the MVP. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Lamar's been doing. I get it. They voted Lamar MVP twice. He was because they claimed he was doing a lot more with less, and that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Next year, we know that. For a fact, we're going to get more great football out of them quarterbacks. So, because you want to see if those three, Burrow, Allen, or Jackson breaks through and beats Mahomes in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, and one of them go win their first one. That's what we really waiting on. Because I'll be honest with you, like most people don't believe that the Eagles are going to beat the Chiefs.
But the crazy part about this is this right here, right? Mm-hmm. You know, Patrick Mahomes don't have a regular season MVP.
That's crazy. He threw 50 touchdowns one time. I think that's crazy. But hey, I want to know who was.
You don't have to worry about regular season MVPs when you got
Super Bowl MVP, and they only get that to the winner. So,
hey, look, one last shout out to Jay Daniels for becoming Rookie of the Year. LSU grad. You know what I mean? Fuck with that boy. Yeah. So look, I appreciate y'all for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with the Rooted Show. You know, you got my boy
_T Hills. You can follow me for more life advice.
And you got Jay, by the way, aka Duex Heavy. Watch your bitch. You hear me? And we are the Rooted Podcast, and we'll see you later. Till next time. You should be able to get some good.